Well, there's a lot of choices. I don't know what to do. There's Sakura, there's Ryder. Oh, we kind of already had a scene with them. There's Mitsuzuri. There's something new with Lancer, I guess. Caster as well. And well, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in Caster. Let's see. What else can she? What kind of information can we gather from her? Or rather, maybe not a lot. Maybe we're just in the shopping mall, so maybe we just have a casual chat. I don't know. Once again, I checked the note that had been given to me against the bags I'm holding. Since I have to go to Shinto for work on occasion, Sakura and Ryder tasked me with some shopping along the way. There's a bottle of spices with a purpose completely unknown to me, and a hardcover book inside the bag. Sure enough, it's all stuff that doesn't look particularly suitable for cooking. Not sure it was even edible to begin with, and bottles with nothing but kanji on them. Kanji. It's those like weird chibi drawings. They're back. Well, Sakura has been learning from Tohsaka a lot lately, and this might be some kind of Chinese food cook-off. If that's the case, my Japanese food advantage could be in danger. I might have to try asking Sella and friends for some German cuisine tips. Sella, is that the maid? Ilya's maid? Still walking with thoughts like these, I suddenly get a feeling that I just saw somebody familiar. Turning around, I discover a woman walking out of a foreign clothing store. Loaded with a heavy bag, she is not entirely steady on her feet. Now, I've definitely met her somewhere before, but who is she?
Saber のところの坊やじゃない。
坊や。
キャスター。
ほうけた顔してどうしたの？
いや、だって。
Caster's supposed to be, you know, someone with a hood and robe, with nothing but a mouth and hands in plain sight. No trivial details aside.
驚いた。あんた美人だったんだな。
What a thing to say.
何を急に。
まあそんなことはどうでもいいか。
Oops, I really gotta fix this habit of thinking out loud.
それにしても随分荷物多いな。これ持って一人で帰る気か？
それがどうかしたの？
いや、大変そうだなって思って。
In fact, a lot of those look pretty unwieldy. Caster's a servant, they must be light as a feather to her, I guess. Oh, she did lose to Tohsaka in close combat. Actually, other than magic, I wonder if she just isn't a regular girl.
もし大変だと言えば、手伝ってくれるのかしら？
手伝うよ。どうせ俺も帰るところだったし。
I hold on a hand to take some of the bags, but Caster keeps eyeing me with suspicion.
それだけの荷物、一人で持つのは大変だろ？
そう。それなら頼もうかしら。
She passes me one of the paper bags with cord handles. This is a lot heavier than I expected. The handle's digging deeply into my palm.
妙に重いな、これ。
細かいことは気にしないの。男の子でしょ、坊や。
Boy, yeah, still calls Shiro a boy though. I can't argue with that. Come to think of it, it's unusual for Caster to be this familiar.
それにしても、こんだけ物を買うんなら、誰かについてきてもらえばよかったじゃないか。一星とか、久月先生とか。
今日は趣味の買い物ですもの。宗一郎様の手を煩わせることはないし、一星君が手伝ってくれるとも思えないわ。
Sounds like Issei-Caster relations are as delicate as ever. That is, they wouldn't start a fight, but they do regard each other in a fairly reserved manner. It's definitely a problem. Even though, unlike at our place, they might not meet one-on-one very often without the monks living at Ryudo Temple and all.
まあ、そればっかりは俺が口出してもな。
I guess they don't get along.
それよりキャスター、あんたにも趣味があったんだな。
そう？娯楽を知らないサーバントなんてバーサーカーくらいじゃないかしら。
All Bazooka does is stand in the forest all day.
そういうもんか。
Now that I look at it, Saber does have a preoccupation with consuming food, while Ryder seems to have taken a liking to reading books and yes, flesh out the characters. Though obviously Saber liking food, that's nothing new. The other guys must have something they enjoy as well, and had Berserker been summoned to a different class, even he would probably have some kind of hobby.
で、結局これは何なんだ？
ボトルシップの道具よ。
Ship in a bottle. Ship in a bottle. Now where have I seen one recently?
一世の家に飾ってあったあの船、キャスターが作ったやつか。寺の玄関にあんなもんが飾ってあるから変だと思ったんだ。
変とは失礼ね。住職があそこに飾っておきたいって言うからあんなところに。
住職って一世の親父さんか？
他に誰がいるのよ。
I see. A stout man, his father's looks are nowhere near Issei's, almost a little mystery. If it was him, I wouldn't be surprised if a suspicious-looking caster-made bottle ship ended up as a decoration, be it a temple or anywhere else. Well, that's right.
思い出した。キャスター、うちに変なものを送るのはやめてくれ。セイバーが困ってた。
I don't know exactly what it was, but for some reason, Tohsaka kept grinning when she got it. At that time...
キャスターが送ってきたものですもの。一応チェックしておくわね。
Okay, what did she send? Oh, and there's Saber. Chibi Saber. And so she took it away. Tohsaka then called for Saber, and after that, all I noticed that something had upset her. Okay.
あら、せっかく似合ってたのに。
You look great, she says. Well, I wonder just what kind of clothes and stuff were in those packages.
まさかキャスター、セイバーに着せてたような服を着るのか。
失礼ね。ああいうのは似合う相手に着せてこそ楽しいものなのよ。
そうか。でもセイバーは貸さないからな。
I also think that the pretty clothes Caster brought for her suit Saber well, but she must hate them herself.
あら残念。
そういうあんたこそ、それだけいろいろ買い物しても、その服は結局誰も着ないのか？もったいない。
そうね。あの寺は着せ替えができそうな若い子なんていないし。
そもそもあそこにいる若いやつなんて一世くらいだろ
う。そうね。彼は素材が悪くないんだから女の子だったらよかったのに。
本人が聞いたらさぞかし嫌がるだろうな。
ああ、でもあのままでも。
A distant look in Caster's eyes. Issei in a frilly dress. Oh, yes, I see.
勘弁してやってくれ。
Hilarious. That was all I could say. Okay, well, okay, we had like a chance meeting with Caster. She likes dressing people up and making ships and bottles. Amazing. Now I guess we can talk to Saber or something else, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. The usual daily chat. Sure. While everyone else is taking a bath, I have some light practice with Saber to help digest dinner. It's more for the sake of exercise and competition, so rather than using Archer's dual-wielding style, I have just one Shinai. Okay. As I guess normally Shirou, when he is fighting seriously, he's using dual-wield. Instead of coming at me with the usual flurry of blows, Saber starts pointing out in a relatively gentle manner the areas that need improvement.
シローの大上段はまだ隙が大きすぎます。ここぞという時以外は控えるように。
Of course, gentle is a purely subjective term. My wide open chest got smacked and down the floor I go.
気をつける。
Trying to ignore the pain, I stand up and ready my Shinai once again.
はい。ですが、日に日に鋭くなっている。その調子で続けましょう。
Saber seems awfully happy.
楽しそうだな、セイバー。
ええ。少しずつではありますが、シローの成長は確かなものです。剣の師として、これほど喜ばしいことはない。
I see. In front of a coach like this, any student would get motivated.
じゃあ、もうちょい続けよう。今回はちょいと隠し技があるんだ。本当はまだ見せられるもんじゃないんだけど。
You see, Saber, I can summon an entire reality marble, and he does so. Unlimited. Blade works. It's like, just imagine him just doing that in the middle of like a practice session. As a token of the student's sincere appreciation for his teacher, I also want to show her something good.
いいでしょう。仕切り直します、シロ。
Saber resumes her stance. Just like always, as soon as she sees I'm not moving, she comes charging forward without giving a chance to rest. But instead of parrying it from the front, I step to the side, as if weaving through, and as we pass each other, she easily avoids the blow I aim at her head.
今までで一番うまくいったのに、あっさり防がれちまったか。
I hang my head in shame.
シロ、今の動きは？
まあ、新しい竹刀さばきだろ。セイバーをちょっと驚かせようと思って、
Huh? Wait, why did I just get the feeling that she's really pissed off? I imagine, yeah, Ryder, I guess, taught Shiro a new technique or something.
セイバー
But now, ominous music.
どこで覚えたかと聞くのは愚問ですね。今の足運びと攻め方はライダーのものです。一体いつの間に？
いや、セイバーがいない時にライダーに稽古をつけてもらってさ。
But then I'm nowhere near Ryder's skill or speed, so it was more like referencing than actually imitating her.
なるほど。つまりシロは相手が誰であろうと教わることにためらいを感じないと。そういうわけですね。
Ominous.
ええ。思えばシロはアーチャーの剣技も模倣していましたっけ？
Come on, Saber, that's different. That's like me in the future.
セイバー？
魔術はリン。剣術は私と言いながらも実に気が多い。しかしだ、アーチャーは目をつぶるとしてもよりにもよってあのライダーからとは。
待った、セイバー何か勘違いしてないか？
She's not listening. Her movement is full of vigor. Saber raises her shinai back into position.
いいでしょう。さあシロ、二刀でも鎖でも好きな武器を取って構いません。今宵はいい機会です。誰の戦闘スタイルが一番優れているのか、それを証明し合いましょう。
Oh, rip Shiro. Though when you think about it, it does make sense actually, you know, because Shiro's all about copying, you know, other people's styles, copying like weapons in particular, right? So it's actually not out of character for him to just copy Ryder's techniques as well, but anyway.
いや、そんなのセイバーが一番だって分かってるけど、セイバーライダーと稽古したことを怒ってるのか？
Someone's moving stuff, making sounds with my microphone. Anyway.
そのようなことで怒ってなどいません。ただ、シローが私以外の誰かに指示した結果というものを知りたいだけです。
Another funny face that she's making. And now, what's going on? Ooh, at this rate, I might as well start watching out for Lancer's assassin's tendencies, I hear her murmur.
嘘つけ、なんかやる気満々じゃないか。
ええ、稽古ですから当然です。それでは、覚悟してください、シロー。
Then we die. What I learned today: first, Saber is still extremely strong, so try not to anger her as much as possible. Second, when it comes to swordsmanship, remain faithful to Saber no matter what the circumstances. And so on. Only now as my consciousness is fading do I finally realize Saber's true, dreadful potential. Wallpaper, okay. Get wallpaper? Alright. We didn't die though, so... We didn't literally die. I guess that unlocks the wallpaper, amazing. Over here, let's talk to Caster again, why not? Hey Caster.
何をしているんだ、エミヤ。
いや、見ての通り雑巾がけだけど。
I wring out the washcloth and dirty black water drips into the bucket.
いや、それはわかるが、なぜエミヤがうちのお堂の雑巾がけをしているのか、今一つ理解ができないのだが。
I mean, Shiro does have a record, like he does have a track record of just helping people no matter what. Like literally, even when like it seems like a bad idea, he just helps people.
それは
Even like remember like Shinji in the very beginning of the Fate Stay Night, just hey, clean up the dojo, loser, and then Shinji leaves, and then Shirou does it anyway, even though it's like it's coming from like an asshole like Shinji. As part of my strength training routine, I try to utilize the muscles I don't normally use by going up and down the long flight of stone steps. Issei's older brother came by. Seeing the motivation that I had to train my body, I was asked to assist with temple cleaning. Exchanging a brief greeting with the ever-present assassin at the temple gate, I entered the temple grounds. I was expecting to be sweeping up the fallen leaves for sure, but also eventually got dragged inside the temple hall. Okay.
どうしてお堂の雑巾掛けを任されたんだ。
なぜ断らなかったのだ。
I mean, you should know this, Issei. Shirou has a hard time saying no.
普段お世話になってるからな。それに堂内の雑巾掛け結構楽しいぞ。
Cleaning is fun, is what only Shirou would say that. Issei takes a deep breath. Amazed or not, kind of hard to tell.
いや、生徒会のことで散々頼っている俺が言えることではないか。
He concludes with a sigh.
しかし、頼まれればお前は友人宅の掃除まで引き受けるというのか？
場合によるけどな。前も遠坂の家の掃除とかもしてきたし。
I keep the keys while she's away too, and so Issei's disapproval grows even stronger.
どうした？
いや、エミヤにそのような仕事まで押し付ける遠坂に対する怒りよりも、結果的に遠坂と同じことを頼んでいるという現状にややめまいよな。
Nonetheless, now that I'm Tohsaka's apprentice, cleaning the master's house is also part of my job. One should always tidy up after making a mess. This is the key.
失礼する。霊感からエミヤに差し入れだが、一休みする前に手を洗ってくる方が先だな。
You know, something I've noticed just now, but look at his hand. He's always ready to kill. Look at that. Look at this palm. He's just ready to assassinate someone. I don't know. Anyway. Kuzuki-sensei came along with a tray. Looks like some tea and Japanese sweets. Oh yes. It doesn't take long to notice that these are a whole class above our tea cakes. Probably reserved for guests.
総一郎兄、霊感兄は来ないのですか？
ああ。檀家の方が来られたので、そちらの相手に回っている。
どうもです。じゃあ手を洗ってきますけど、戻ってくるのはここでいいんですか？
神仏の前では落ち着かないか。では私の部屋にしよう。あいにく来客用の部屋は使用中だ。
Okay. The whole scene is quite bizarre. We're drinking tea in Kuzuki-sensei's room, sitting around the tray. As if personally assigned to us, Kuzuki-sensei is pouring us tea, but I still can't settle down. Looking around the room, I realize there's a whole lot of cupboards and odd-looking bottle ships all over the place. The bottle ships probably belong to Caster. The reason is that those are all made with Western liquor bottles rather than the 1.8-liter Japanese ones. But I do wonder what's inside all those cupboards. I didn't realize until I actually came in here, but this is also the newlyweds Caster's room. Newlywed? Are they actually married? Interesting. In that case, inside there...
Emiya, cha da.
Kuzuki-sensei's voice brings me back to reality. I accept the offered teacup and a nice smell floats in the air. As I thought, this must be a pretty high-quality fare. It wouldn't be polite to ignore it, so I helped myself to the tea cakes too. Sweets taste particularly great after hours of hard work, and even more so together with delicious tea. Saber would be delighted if I brought her a few.
随分と嬉しそうだが、気に入ったのか？
そんなに嬉しそうか、俺。
Yep, nods Issei, and Kuzuki-sensei just continues sipping tea, expressionless as always.
確かその菓子ならまだ残っていたな。いくらか持って帰るか。
そこまでしてもらうのは悪いんじゃないのか？ちょっと雑巾掛けしただけだぞ。
別に構うまい。
In that case, I guess it's okay to take a few souvenirs. The second I thought that, the door slides open. Oh, hey, Caster.
総一郎様、 お食事の準備ができました。あら。
Caster, still holding a tray, looks at me curiously.
一星君はともかく、どうして坊やがいるのかしら？
まあちょっとあって。
That's all I can manage. The part about the flight of stone steps would be quite difficult to start from, too. But more importantly, the stuff on the tray finally caught my interest. The food that's just been put down on the nearby desk must be today's lunch.
それキャスターが作ったのか？
そうよ。何か文句でもあるのかしら？
Well, rather than complain, I'm just wondering about the artless simplicity of it, but
キャスターってもしかして料理苦手か？
what a thing to say in front of her face. But I guess, I mean, Shirou is, you know, he is a pretty good cook, so that's why his criticism is maybe valid. It's burnt, flooded with oil, and somewhat off, kind of gaudy. Or maybe it's just, you know, maybe it's just obviously not very good looking. It's yellow, or maybe red. Well, perhaps violet is the best word for it.
何よ。そんな風に言うからには、当然坊やは料理ができるんでしょうね。
ああ、エミヤの飯はうまいですよ。
Issei chimes in right away, my true best friend. Always has my
ど
back.
うして一星君がそこで答えるのかしら？
ああ、いや、エミヤの飯を食ったこともありますし。
To be correct, he tries it all the time in the student council room. Even if the caster is not great at cooking, I can understand why. She was originally a king's daughter, in other words, royalty, and while she probably has no experience with things like cooking, she is certainly persistent. Then again, it's just not right for a hero to be good at cooking in the first place. Like that red one, or that one with dark skin, or with white hair. Or, I guess he's just talking about Archer, I don't know.
エミヤは料理が得意なのか？
はい。ずっと自炊していたんでできる方だとは思いますが。
After this unusual display, as if having thought of something,
キャスター、自分の技術に引け目を感じるのであれば、エミヤに教えを受けてみてはどうだ？
it would probably help my stomach as well, because you keep cooking poison. He just proposed something outrageous. The three of us reacted simultaneously.
無論、二人が了承すればの話だが。
He continues indifferently, as if a reaction did not disturb him in the least.
総一郎様がそうおっしゃるんでしたら、私は構いませんけど。
Eh? This time it's Issei and me who never thought Caster would agree to this. Everyone's looking at me now. Well, it's true I'm the only one who hasn't replied yet.
まあ別にそんくらいなら構わないけど。
決まりだな。妻によく教えてやってくれ、エミヤ。
Oh, I guess they are married. They're literally husband and wife. That's amazing. Also, she's wobbly now. I don't know what's happening here. Wobbly, wobbly. I guess maybe he mentioned that, you know, he's her wife and everything. Having received the souvenirs from Issei, I leave Ryudo Temple behind. Well, whatever.
成り行きとしか言いようがないよな。
For now, I wonder what the heck should I teach her? Maybe make some omelets? I don't know. Alright, there you go. Caster. New scenes. Saber. School. Could talk to Issei again. Talk to Sakura. I'm kinda interested. Let's see. Is there a way to look at our flags? I can't. I'm trying to press the escape button. That usually brings up the menu, but it doesn't in this, like, menu, I guess. I don't want to talk to... Sure, let's talk to Lancer again. I haven't talked to you for a while, actually. Any regrets about the past? Actually, want to look at the flag list. Yeah, well, we've been filling some things up. That bridge, something's missing. House cleaning revenge, huh? What that means. That kills. Bridge. There's some things we can click. Other things we can't really click on. I don't know. I guess when you, the ones that you can click on, it gives you kind of hints, you know, how to, like, get other flags, maybe. Anyway, maybe I'll ask him about his past. I'm curious about what he thinks about the current state of affairs, but another part of me also wants to know about how he feels about his life. Saber had blamed herself strongly. Someone that lives as freely as he does might still have some regrets about the past.
未練無念はあるがまあ未練はないわな
So, well, he's smoking now. Not good for your lungs, but I guess he has heroic spirit lungs, so it doesn't matter. That would be the reply of the ill-fated hero of Ireland, made while looking at the fishing rod that hasn't gotten a single bite.
そんな気はしてたけど本当にさっぱりしてんだなあんた。他のサーバントはさなんだかんだ言って教習の念があったりするのに。
へえそりゃ驚いた今になって故郷に錦を飾りてえなんて連中には見えねえがねああキャスターあたりは未練タラタラかありゃもともと箱入りのお嬢様だからな城に閉じこもってた方が幸せだろうさその方がてめえと世のためだ
Yawns Lancer loudly. I wonder if it's the lack of any catches that's irritating him, or if he just doesn't like talking about the past. Lancer just reached an all-time record in lack of enthusiasm.
じゃあ仮に聖杯を手に入れたところで望みはなかったのか人としての二度目の生とか過去に戻りたいとか
さあな降って湧いた望みなんざその時になってみねえと思いつかねえだろ
This is it. Basically, he spends what he has the day he earns it. What he wants had already been mostly gained while he was alive. As a result, he wouldn't leave behind any regrets like I should have done this once the party's over.
豪快な人生だなそうだなあランサーよかったらあんたの話を聞かせてくれないかよく考えたら俺あんたの逸話には詳しくないんだ
Just tell me your life story. Even though we kind of know his story already, just from like in Face Day Night, there was like a menu where you could look at all the past histories of the servants just by knowing the true name.
でも今さら何の得にもならねえだろうがそれとも何か案外乗り気なのかお前んとこは
I did literally read out the story of Kukalan, you know, before.
いや俺もセイバーも戦う気はないよあんたが乗り出してこないのはありがたいって前に言わなかったっけ
聞いたような聞かなかったようなまお前さんが言ったって言うんならそうだろうさじゃあなんだ単純に人の身の上話が聞きたいだけか
そう下心のない純粋な興味だよ
Totally not gonna use, you know, the weakness that we learned from your story to kill you. Or something like that.
まあいいか当たりもねえし暇つぶしにざっと話してやるお前には叩き込んでおきたいこともあったしな
Lancer's lethargic expression changes slightly. His relaxed shoulders now even more relaxed, and his eyes, previously intending the ocean's surface, moved lazily towards the sky. Yes, that's right. He became even less enthusiastic. Lancer. Cuchulainn was a hero of ancient Ireland. His land was split into 5 countries, and of them Cuchulainn served as a warrior under the northern kingdom of Ulster, under King Conar. Being part of the Celtic mythology, or Celtic? Is it Celtic or Celtic? I remember, I don't know, in Yu-Gi-Oh!, at least the English dub, I remember there was a monster called the Celtic Knight. He said Celtic, not Celtic. But anyway, he isn't that well known in this part of the world, but over there he was a great hero that outmatched even King Arthur. There were many factors at work in his birth. Cuchulainn's mother, Diltri, was a princess born between a gifted druid, father of the king of Conar, and Maga, the widow of Ross the Red. Princess Diltrar disappeared in the land of the young without marrying anyone. Over there she would bear a child of the sun god Lu. That child was Sententa, later to be called Cuchulainn. Sententa was sent to Conar's army as one that would one day become the shield of Ustar, would have a life that followed that destiny. And basically having, a summary of his old story again. So Sentana became Kukulon when he was still a child. The name was given to him after he killed the guard dog of the swordsmith Kulon with his bare hands. And one day, King Konar was invited to the home of the famed swordsmith Kulon. The king was going to bring the boy Sentana with him, but Sentana was in the middle of a hurling match with his friends. Had he withdrawn right then, he would have lost the match. So he said to the king, "I'll catch up after a win, so go right ahead." The king, humored by this reply, allowed him to come late and went to the house of Kulon first. The tragedy began when the servants of Kulon thoughtlessly closed the gate. Sentana, who come late, was attacked by the guard dog. He then strangled it to death. The people inside heard the commotion and gathered at the gate. Once they knew that Sentana managed to defeat the guard dog, they were full of shock and admiration. But there was some sadness in Kulon's eyes at losing his prized guard dog. Sentana, ashamed of his actions, then told him, "Does this dog have children? If he does, would you allow me to take care of them? I will raise them to be guard dogs just as strong as their father. Until then, I will be a guard dog." The swordsmith Kulon was impressed by the boy's offer and responded to him with assurance. "I have no need for that. I'll be the one to raise the dogs that protect my manor. You, on the other hand, must train yourself. After all, one day you will be the guard dog of all of Ustar." All of the warriors of the scene nodded in agreement. From then on, the boy was called the Hound of Kulon, Kukulon. It was the boy's first battle. Against like a dog, I guess. And to honor that noble declaration, he would, and blah blah blah, blah 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 blah
それ
blah.
ぐらいは知ってるけど、その頃あんたいくつだったんだ？
今のお前よりは若かったが、まだ戦士になってなかったからな。うちの国じゃ赤枝の騎士になる前に幼年組ってのがあってな。まだ成人してない戦士見習いの集まりがあって、俺はそこの一員だった。
じゃあ何？12、3ぐらいで国一番の猛犬を絞め殺したのか？
It's a weird story.
勢いだよ、勢い。命を奪うっていうのはあれが初めてだった。以来犬だけは食わないってのが俺の月初になったがな。
In a way, Lancer is a dog himself. It'd be dog eat dog, he adds lightly.
まあそんなこんなで名前が変わってしばらく経った頃だ。幼年組の連中が一人のドルイドの元に集まっていてな。いつ戦士になればそのドルイドはまあなんだ、割と力のあるじいさんでよ。そいつの占いっていうのは未来を見るじゃなくて未来を決めるほど強いんだよ。じいさんは困ってな。それじゃあ今日戦士になるものだけを占おうってことになった。
へえ。で、その結果は？
どうってことはない結果だったぜ。幼年組の連中が誰も武者立ちの儀をしようとしなかったぐらいのしょぼい結果だ。
あんたは何してたんだ？
興味がなかったんで橋場みに寄りかかって魚釣ってた。
悪い。今の話どんな意味があったんだ？
What's the point?
わかんねえか？つまりだな、俺はその日に武者立ちの儀を行ったんだよ。王様はカンカンでな、お前のような子供が戦士になってどうする、成長するまで健やかに育つが良いとかなんとか。頭きたんで城中の槍をへし折って戦車をぶち壊して、これでも戦士になるには力不足かって脅迫した。
Ah yes, his rebellious teenage phase. Threatening a king, oh boy. This guy actually has settled down in comparison to the old times. Saber told me he would also fit in the Berserker class, but I didn't believe it. Well, I mean, in a way, there is a Berserker class, Berserker Lancer version in Fate Go, but sort of, not really, but anyway.
それで戦士になったのか。赤枝の騎士団だっけ？
ああ、セイバーあたりに言わせれば騎士道なんてもんじゃねえけどな。何しろ不忠さえしなければ好きに戦っていい世界だ。気が向いたらよその領土に喧嘩売って、その晩には宴を開いてそれっきり忘れるなんてザラだぜ。騎士団の面々もクセ者だらけでよ、 他の国より自分の国の方が油断ならねえってところだった。
He laughs with some amusement. I see. This free-spiritedness was the difference of the world he survived in. That pride wasn't the complicated pride of a human, it was simple, like that of an animal.
で、戦士になってからは戦いに明け暮れた。そのうち一人の姫に一目惚れしてな。城まで奪いに行ったんだが、この姫がまたいい女でよ。何の誉れもない子供の炉端に行く気はねえとか言いやがんの。
待った、子供ってあんたその時何歳だ？
確か16の頃だったか。で、誉れを求めて旅に出た。影の国ってところにスカサハって女戦士がいてな。こいつが化け物みたいに強いらしい。噂じゃ多くの戦士が弟子入りしているって話だった。
Scath, I know Scath. And also, I mean, I don't know, he's 16. When you think about it, his story really is just like, it sounds like a shonen anime, you know? He's just a warrior. He goes around fighting people at a very young age, and that's all he knows. I know what came next. Kukulon would finally reach the land of shadows, the land of the supernatural, and would be granted the secrets of leaping and the demonic spirit guide bug from the lady Skatev. Skatev? I don't know. I can never know how to say it.
あの女のスパルタぶりって言ったらお前、遠坂のお嬢ちゃんが裸足で逃げ出すほどだぞ。とにかくとんでもねえ女でな。俺が着いた頃には人間やめてたんだよ。影の国ってのはまあ隔離を寄りの領地だったからな。あの女はそこで亡霊どもをたしなめる門番になっちまってたわけだ。亡霊の中には神様まがいの輩もいる。それを人間の身で閉じ込めるほどの裁きだ。どのくらいぶっ飛んでるかわかるだろう？
わかる。遠坂のパワーアップ版って表現で怖いぐらいに。
I just think if Rin, you know. Well, but we know, I mean, like, visually, I know Skataf was, like, an actual character in Fate Go. Now I'm just imagining, like, Rin, but, like, in Skataf uniform, using a spear and everything. Is that funny?
おうよ。で、その怖い師匠のもとには他にも教え子がいてな。皆スカサ派に教えを受けに来た戦士なんだが、その中でも一人、俺とどっこいのやつがいてな。
Oh, Skataf. I think it's Skatak, right? Skatak? What did it?
フェルディアって言うんだが、隣国コノートの戦士でね。ゲイボルクの伝授をかけて競い合ってたら、いつの間にか兄弟の誓いを交わしちまった。
Obviously, yep. Shonen trope. Your rivals, and then you end up being friends.
まあ、なんだ。俺には3人ばかり得難い親友がいたが、その中でも特別な兄貴分だった。
And with that done, Kukulon would learn many techniques and spells. Still, to think that the deeds of Kukulon had been accomplished when he was 16. As far as I've heard, this man caused havoc every day at maximum velocity, like an already fast horse in a hurry.
そうでもねえよ。影の国には長く滞在してたしな。いい師匠といい競争相手がいたもんで、居心地よかったんだよ。で、その居心地いい領地を狙うバカが現れてな。隣国のアイフェって領主が戦争を仕掛けてきやがった。スカサ派はなんでか俺を戦場に出そうとしなくてよ。何度も言い争ったもんだ。まあそれでも最後には俺とスカサ派とフェルディアで肩を並べて暴れ回って一騎打ちの末アイフェを生け捕りにした。だがまあなんだ、初めは憎い敵だったんだけどな。いざ戦って捕まえてみるとこれがいい女なんだわ。
Another one? Another one?
そんなわけで真剣になっちまったんだが、スカサ派にバレて石投げられた。ゲイボルク風味に。
Gaybog style. Gaybog. Ha ha ha, he laughs listlessly. So the enemy lord was female. Hey, wait.
また真剣になったってそういうことなのか？
そりゃそうだろう。惚れたら抱くのは当たり前じゃねえか。
Ah, yes. Yeah, with great power comes great womanizing, meaning when there was no chase warriors back in old Ireland.
それでも別れの時はやってくる。アイフェとも別れた。もし子をなしたのならコンラと名付けてアルスターによこしてくれと。その時は3つの誓いもつけさせてな。1つ、名を尋ねられても答えるな。1つ、決して進む道を変えるな。1つ、戦いを挑まれたら断るな。
Okay, I mean, the last two ones, I guess, make sense, but the first one's kind of weird. Not answer his name when asked. I don't know. What does that even mean?
俺の息子としちゃ最低限の条件だな。んで、俺とフェルディアは同じ日に影の国を旅立った。城を出た時、同時に口にした言葉が俺の国に来る気はないかだ。こりゃ引き抜きは無理だと二人して笑ったもんさ。スカサ派はまあ旅立ちの日には会わなかった。全て伝授したんで教えることは何もないってな。
Okay, it's like a long backstory of Lancer. That was the tale of the Land of Shadows. From here on, Lancer became a lot less talkative. Returning to Ulster, Cuchulainn had started up dramatic battles, became known throughout Ireland in an instant. With exploits that no one else could repeat, he came as promised for the princess. Opposed by King Forgal and his troops, he literally annihilated them, thus also achieving victory among the knights that waged their honors as Ulster's finest warriors. This illustrious record was at the same time the youth of the hero Cuchulainn, which is why afterwards, the battles of Cuchulainn would bear a heavy shadow.
隣国のコノートっていうのは代々女王が実権を握っていてな。女王メーブは戦争好きで負けず嫌いの女でよ。まあいろいろあってアルスターに進軍してきたわけだ。
Ah, yes. I was gonna say Medb? Maybe that's wrong. Is it Meb? Maybe the D is silent? I don't know. I don't say her name. It's a weird name. Meb. I think it's Maeve, technically. It's also like Queen Maeve, even though it's like spelt M-E-D-B. I don't know.
そもそもコノートが攻め込む理由の一つにフェルグス王子が離反したってのがあってな。うちの王様も面白おかしい御人で、まあ若い女欲しさにフェルグス王子の息子たちを殺しちまったのが原因なんだが。
あのさ、フェルグスって確かあんたをデヒテラ姫から受け取った騎士じゃなかったっけ？
ああ。で、赤い騎士団の誉れであるおじきはアルスター王憎しで敵国コノートに仕えちまった。女王メーブの強気はおじきが一枚噛んでたんだな。おまけにアルスターの人間にはちょっとした呪いがかかっていてな。他国に攻め入られると国中の男が衰弱して戦えなくなるんだよ。
は？
That seems inconvenient. What the hell? And how does a country affected by that manage to prosper?
どうなったんだよそれ。戦えないってことは略奪され放題ってことじゃんか。
泣きっ面に蜂だよな。ただ俺は厳密に言うとアルスター生まれじゃない。妖精塚生まれだからな。そういうわけで俺だけは5体満足で動けたわけ。あとはわかるだろ。メーブの軍を毎日殺し回ってあっちが参ってきたところで交渉したんだよ。これからの戦争は1対1の決闘に切り替えようってな。俺はアルスター渓谷の川瀬で一騎打ちをする。その一騎打ちをしている間だけコノート軍は進軍していいってな。1日5000人を殺されるか、1人の被害で済ませて少しだけ軍を進めるか。メーブは舌打ちしながら了承して、そっから毎日決闘が始まった。
Such a complicated story. That's what's more widely known as Cuchulainn's Ruin of Vows. Af Ungabla, okay, an arena formed from 4 branches, guaranteed one-on-one combat with honor at stake.
考えたもんだ。クランの番犬が一騎打ちに負けるわけがなし、この男軍はそこで足止めか。
いや、メーブは条約を破って進軍したぜ。それでもまあ衆目の中で交わした誓いだからな。進軍といっても人目につかない程度の一部隊だ。結果的には最良の足止めになっただろう。で、 問題は俺の方の一騎打ちでな。死なすには惜しい戦士からおかしな戦女神の妨害、クランカラティンの怪物と、まあ本気でヤバかった。情けねえことに疲れから丸一日眠り続けた時もあったしな。でまだ戦士にもなっていない幼年組が空風林を助けるんだなんて一致団結しちまって、逆に名部に皆殺しにされたのもまあ俺のヘマと言えるかな。
I shouldn't have said that. The Battle of the Forest, even the hero Kukalan, was a land of death. The conclusion of that war is perhaps the greatest of living hells in his life.
この音には最強の戦士がいる。俺がこの世でただ一人戦いたくなかった男だ。
The warrior that he had trained with in the land of shadows. This was the battle of Ferdiad, the man who Kukalan loved as a brother. Ah, yes, it all comes together. You know, it kind of feels like, to be honest, it's like, Irish mythology. Kind of goes all over the place. But I like to imagine, at least for this part, the conclusion, it's like an anime, right? It's a shonen anime. It's very, very fitting that he ends up fighting his rival that became his best friend, but then ends up fighting to death with his best friend, a rival that became his best friend. But anyway, this battle was a scheme of Queen Maeve, not out of Ferdiad's own will. Lancer doesn't speak of how much emotional conflict both must have struggled with. Both had to serve their lord. To defend that honor far more worthless than their friendship, that life had to be discarded. Both were equal to each other. Cornered, Kukalan had to use Guy Balg to pierce Ferdiad's heart. The demonic spirit that had not seen a single battle since leaving the Land of Shadows was released on his most precious friend. Very dramatic. Guy Balg is a glory given to only those most gifted of warriors. As Kukalan held his fallen brother in his arms, in that brilliant hall of learning, you were our pride. Thus Ferdiad said his final farewell to Kukalan. The battle ended with the defeat of Konak. The recuperated warriors of Ulster pursued the Konak army, adding a great blow to this defeat. At the end, Kukalan captured Queen Maeve. He returned her to Konak, treating her as a king, not killing her nor shaming her.
ここでも敵の大将を見逃してやってるんだ。あんた、女の人を殺したことはなかったんだな。
そういうことになるな。こだわりがあったわけじゃねえから、たまたまだが。まあ、戦いで女を殺すのは好かねえな。
I'd say that's a problem that comes before the matter of like or dislike. Whether he loved them or hated them didn't make a difference. As a servant, things are different now, but to the hero called Kukalan, killing women on battle isn't something he liked doing.
それからの話は？
あとはそう大きな戦いはねえよ。ああ、そういえば海岸に変なガキがやってきてな。いさかいを起こしたんだ。生意気なガキでよ。話しかける戦士を軒並み叩きのめしちまった。王様も出張っちまって、この子供を倒せるのは空風林だけであろうとかな。
You say Kukulin? I saw it Kukalan, but maybe it's Kukulin? I don't know.
うちの姫さんが俺を止めたのは、この時と最後の時だけだったっけ。
Irish names are so weird to me. Anyway,
言ってはなりませんって泣かれちまったんだが、王の直命じゃしょうがねえ。で、海岸でそのガキと戦ったんだが、これが強くてな。ゲイボルクを使うしかなかったんだ。やっちまった後でよ、それは教えてもらえなかったとか言ってくたばりやがんの。スカサ派の弟子だったんだろうよ。ああ、ちなみにそのガキの名前はコンラって言うんだけどな。
Konla. Wasn't it the... I mean, I don't know. Did I get it right? I don't know. Because thinking Konla, isn't that his son, right? Let's go back all the way here. Oh, can I not go back? I don't know. Maybe not. Because I'm thinking, wasn't that his son? Isn't that more like dramatic irony? Or maybe not dramatic irony, it's just irony, I guess. That was the end of the golden years of Kukalan. The rest doesn't need to be told. Queen Maeve, who vowed vengeance, assembled warriors from lands with grudges on Kukulkan and courted him by use of many plots. To protect Ulster, which is once again beset by sickness, he challenged the army of Maeve single-handedly. After falling into scores of traps, he was brutally killed. The great hero that was responsible for countless deeds of valor, the Shield of Ulster. In comparison to that glory, his life was unexpectedly short. The Hound of Kulan, one that became a warrior while still a boy, closed the curtains on his life as though it was a race. That was the tale of Kukulkan. The sun is about to set. I was only be half serious when I asked him, but looks like I used up a lot of time. There was a lot of exposition. Lancer snorts, turning his face away. I bet he's having second thoughts about behaving out a character like this.
一番初めの叩き込んでおきたいことって何だったんだ？
わからねえか？俺は女殺しと主君殺しはしてこなかったってことだ。
あ、なるほど。
In his many battles, Kukulkan had not once refused to follow the order of his king, no matter how impossible. His tale also told that truth.
参考になりました。このお礼はいずれまた。
おう、タイガの姉ちゃんに酒でも預けといてくれ。
I leave the docks behind. Oh, that sure caught me off guard. To think he'd shoot me down so early in the game. Wait, I don't know what that means though. What does he mean by that? I think it was something important they just mentioned, but he hasn't killed a woman nor a master, so like I don't know. What does that mean? I guess that's maybe his weakness. If there was like a restart Holy Grail war, I don't know. I guess call for a day. There's nothing new, so I guess call it a day. Yeah, let's go to the next day. It's the next day. What else can we do? Oh, the caster again. Temple, Rider, there's a lot of things. Billy on the station front again. But for some reason that's exclamation mark. I guess that's not new, but it's important. Maybe, or I wonder why it's exclamation point. Or maybe it's because it's a flag. Yeah, maybe it's like it used to be like a question mark, but now it's an exclamation mark. Maybe that's what it means. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I guess I'm curious. Why not? Talk to Sakura in the archery range. I'm at the archery range on a holiday. As it's not restricted to just our school, at times there are local Kyudo practitioners using it as well. It's the only range within the city after all.
失礼します。
こんにちは、先輩。
ようエミヤ、とうとう観念して引きに来たのか？
Sakura and Mitsuzuri are at the dojo. They're both in their school uniforms. I guess practice hasn't started yet.
いや、残念ながら手ぶらで。二人とも何してるんだ？
え？ああ、部活は午後からで、ちょっとマトウと雑談をね。文化祭と弓道部の出し物について。
Yeah, now that she mentions it, I've heard a few things about that. Something about how the club's program for the festival isn't decided yet, and how they can't quite muster up the sense of unity for that kind of teamwork-related activity.
先輩も上がってください。いろいろ相談させていただきたいことがありますから。
そうか。じゃ、失礼します。さて、そうすると今度は新部長のさくらが温度を取ってやるわけだ。
はい、そのことについて考えていたんですけど。
別に部内で反対の声はないんだけどね。足並みを揃えるのが大変なのよ、これが。
Mitsuzuri sighs. The archery club is by no means a small group. In the past, there were troublemakers like Shinji and me, and surely that's still true for the current unclassmen.
はい。私に本当にまとめられるのかなって。
マトウに無理なら誰もできないんだって。私もエミヤも直接同行するわけにいかないしね。とはいえ、
Mitsuzuri tries to encourage her but trails off. The cultural festival is a fun thing to do after all, no point in forcing anyone. But first of all,
出し物何か決まってるのか？
それが全然、それ以前の問題よ。
まずは部員間の団結というかマトウの自信かね。弓道部部長としてはもう一人前なんだけど、お祭りのリーダーとして経験がなさすぎるんだよな。
面目ないです。みんなで騒ぐのって先輩の家でしか経験なくて。
Sakura looks on dejectedly. Yeah, she doesn't really seem like the type who's ever cut loose and run wild or pot me kettle. The three of us are lost deep in thought. The silence is broken up only by the painful ticking of the clock.
まあエミヤもいいアイデアが浮かんだら言ってくれ。まだ時間もあるしさ。
And so the morning concludes with a dark atmosphere, overcoming Sakura's weakness. I guess nothing came out of that? I don't know. That's weird. I guess maybe we do have to unlock some sort of flag, and therefore that would make her more willing to do something as a cultural festival activity for the archery club or something? I don't know. Now what? Talk to Sakura in her room. We talk to the Black Panther. Sure. Why not?
エミヤくんだ。
Hey, why is everything so
お
fuzzy?
や、エミヤではないか。
エミヤ。
Get. What a wide variety of greetings, and progressively less enthusiasm with each one.
三枝さんに氷室さんに牧寺。
私だけ呼び捨て。
Yeah, that's funny. Usually, yes, I guess Himuro-san, but Makidera. Usually it's kind of a rude thing to say, you know, if you don't know the person. Well, it wasn't intentional. It's just that Makidera-san somehow sounds wrong.
じゃあマキちゃんと呼ぼうか。
気味悪すぎ。私をその名で呼んでいいのはユキッチだけだ。そうかな。可愛くていいと思うんだけど。残念ながら君が言うのは似合わないな。牧寺は呼び捨てで我慢したまえ。
Thus, Judge Himuro states her final verdict.
そう、なぜか私には敵ばかり。これもできる女の宿命か。しかしエミヤ、あんたこんなところで何をしている？
What does she mean by what I'm...
なぜ俺がここに？
Yeah, why are you here? Teddy bear shop? Back to the teddy bear shop.
こちらのセリフでもある。
I remember Shiro going on a date with Saber, actually, going to the shop, actually.
もしかしてエミヤくんもこういうの好きなの？
Saigasa points to a particularly fluffy stuffed toy. I never wondered about it myself, actually. As I look around, Makidera talks as if she holds my very existence in contempt.
もしかしてこいつ密かに一人で遠坂へのプレゼントを選んでいるとか？あ、遠坂さんってこういうの好きなんだ。はあ。いや、エミヤは違うという顔をしているな。
Yeah, I'm sure Tohsaka would prefer jewelry instead. Her needs and hobbies are directly related.
いや、遠坂じゃないんだが、こういうのが好きなのが知り合いにいるんだよ。
そうなんだ。一緒にここに選びに来たりしてるの？エミヤくんは。
I nod, thinking back to the one time I did in the past. So then, goes Makidera in an overly exaggerated tone.
はあ、見かけによらず真似だな、あんた。甘い巻きの字。そういうところが彼の陰徳であり、思わぬチャームポイントでもある。奥様受けする魅力だな。
What? His mother-in-law's what?
そうだよ。
You speak in riddles.
優しい人なんだよね。
How did we get here again? And so the fact that I'm in a stuffed toy shop dawns upon me once more.
ゆきっち、今日は何かいいものあった？うん。ちょっと可愛いのはあったけど、また今度にしよっかな。そうか。なら次に行こうではないか。
And the three ladies start walking. Great, now I can escape. With that I flee from the store. Now on, let's try not to wander around like that. Okay, that's a weird scene, alright. Oh, but there's more.
今月の陸馬が出てたか。ああ、国際陸上とバランスボールトレか。
ちゃんとチェックしてるんだな、牧寺も。
そりゃもうアスリートとして当然。なんでエミヤが
I meet Makadera once again inside the bookstore. I wonder if we're just taking the same path or we just decided to stop by the same place in Verd. Oddly enough, the two of us are now standing side by side in the same magazine section.
氷室と三枝もまだ一緒か？
ユキッチはあっち。
Yep, there's Saigasa standing over there reading some hefty manga volume. Ah, yes. I approve. It looks like she's only skimming through it, though. Ah. Not true
氷
weeb.
室はあれ。まあ何読んでんのかね、あいつ。また心理学か何かかね。
Himeno's rummaging through the new releases section.
そういうエミヤは何を探しに来ているんだよ。あ、弓道書か？
いや、DIY 関係と料理雑誌とか。
やっぱり生活習がにじみ出てるな、あんたは。
Oh, give me a break. I used to read some specialized magazines in the past, just like she's doing now, but ended up never subscribing to any of them.
エミヤ、こっち来るな。気が散る。
ひどい言われ方だな。とにかくお前の本探しを邪魔する気はないよ。
奇遇は重なるものだな。エミヤがまた牧寺と出会うとは。
Himuro noticed me right as I'm about to leave, and now that it would look odd if I just ran out, I wait for Saigasa to come over too.
あれ、またエミヤ君と一緒だ。
Are we just stalking these girls? I don't know.
どうもこいつは私たち3人のうち誰かに気があるらしいな。
牧野寺、その論法だと第一の候補者は君だぞ。
Himuro quips pointedly. A joke of a colossal kind.
マキちゃんってエミヤ君が好きなの？
Nani?
逆だ。そんな面白おかしい事態があるわけない。
だとしよう。それなら真っ先に声をかけた牧寺にエミヤが惚れているとなる。
This is fun. However, Saikasa's cheeks are already burning red. Her naive nature must have not caught on to the joke yet.
ない。マーベラスナッシング。見ろよ。エミヤもないって目で語ってんだろ。ビーム出るぐらい。だいたいさ、エミヤの好みって言ったらカネの方じゃないの？
Kane?
かもしれないな。だとしたらエミヤ、なかなか君は女を見る目がある。
I do like her the best. Of out of these three characters, I kind of do like her. I like how she's like smug all the time.
私じゃないですよね。
I can't tell whether she's relieved or disturbed.
いや、まず書を陰と欲せば馬をいいよ。孤児に習えばエミヤの狙いはユキか君かもしれない。
私は馬？エミヤ、お前ユキカを泣かせたら通覚を持って生まれてきたことを後悔させるぞ。
As I remain silent, the three of them are getting more and more excited. I see, these three make for one well-balanced party. You see, he's the warrior, she's the warrior, she's the healer, and she's probably the mage, maybe? Mage or a rogue type? I don't know.
しかしこれは単なる偶然であろう。見ろ、エミヤが泣きそうな顔をしている。
だよね。はあ、まったく怖い思いをさせやがる。
You took the words right out of my mouth.
おお、やっぱり陸上中距離はこのフレームが主流だな。レンズはレーザーレッドかな。サングラスのこと？
おお、やはりこのクラスの選手は多いものだな。もっとも私には不便なものだ。
The three have gathered around the magazine Makadera is holding, each one of them having something to say. I glance over and see a wide variety of runner's eyewear.
そうだよね。カネちゃんメガネだもんね。そうなると土入りか。あれ高いぜ。
Prescription sunglasses and sports ones at that must be even more expensive. I like to say that track and field has seen new technology come in, whereas archery has remained basically the same since the olden times. But then even bows have improved with the uses of carbon fibers. Yeah, there's like more modern bows, you know? They look pretty fancy actually. They're really modern bows. They even have scopes on them. That's crazy. As I'm lost in thoughts like these, I guess I happily...
これマキちゃん似合いそうだよね。そうかな。ヒムロはどう思う？
微妙なところだな。エミヤはどうだ？
俺？
Makadera with sunglasses. I let my imagination run wild for a moment.
まんまアメコミの女悪役だな。
Really? Either way, perhaps it was a little too accurate.
そうかな。それはかっこいいってことだよね。
かっこいい。
エミヤの言いたいことはわかる。確かに目が隠れれば自然と人相は悪く見える。
なんでそこで黒ひょうみたいで俊敏かつ柔軟でかっこいいと素直に言えないのか。
So she just wanted a compliment. What's this? I thought she was only violent, but she has a cute side too, or does she?
まあ俺よりはマキデラの方が似合うだろう。
当たり前だっちゅうの。エミヤにしてみろ。私が悪人ならこいつは小悪党だ。二人ともお揃いだったらどうかな。
さしずめ、犯罪組織の女ボスと部下だな。
Henchman. And she's my boss? Why are you screaming?
あ、二人とも泣かせちゃった。
こんな上司持ちたくない。
こんな部下を持ちたくない。
同僚の方が良かったか。
Okay, it's just, I don't know, just weird. Weird interactions of those three people. Okay. Call for a day, I think? Yeah. Fourth day. Well, what else is there to do? I could talk to Makadera again, go to outskirts, I guess. What's over here? Taiga?